this is going to be a little odd because I generally do not do book reviews vocally. I do them in writing. But I decided, since I was trying to get in a video every day and I really hadn't been doing very well with it, that this was the perfect time to try doing a book review by talking about the book. The book in question is The Goodbye Year, and I've read many books by this author before, but most of them were all in a series. This is the first truly standalone book, even though the books in the series were standalone readable. This is the only true standalone I've read by her. And I loved it because I could relate to it in so many different ways. The book is about the goodbye year, the senior year of high school. And it talks about peer pressure, and it talks about what kids do during that year. It focuses mainly on the parents and what they're going through as their kids are going to be leaving home to go to college. And all I can say is I can remember the tears. There really weren't a lot. I think that's what we have children for, is we have them to raise them and send them out into the world, whether it's to college or to a job or to another community. But we have to know that we've done what we needed to raise them, to send them out there, and they will be okay. If you can't believe that about yourself, or if you're having doubts that your life once your child leaves is going to be so drastically different, you're not going to want to be in it, I understand where the year could become very hard for you. This focused on several different families. At the beginning of the book, it listed the different families. I was thoroughly confused when I was looking at the list of the families and who was in them. I figured it all out in the first chapter or so. I found that a lot of things were similar, but a lot of things were totally different than they were in my house. There were the waiting for college acceptance letters. There were the thoughts of, oh my heavens, I've always done this, this, and this because of my kids. What am I going to do now? There's the thought of the loss of identity. And I have to say that that loss of identity comes not only to parents, but it also comes to children. Because you send off that high school athlete that was the big fish in the little pond in high school, and they become a college athlete who's now a little fish in a big pond, and they're no longer the best, but that might have been their whole identity. Or in the case of the drama student, they've got all the lead parts. They get to college and they may be taking a class, but they're still not the best anymore. And they have to redefine themselves. And as a parent, you have to let them do that. But even more so is you have to redefine your relationship with your college-aged kids. And the time to do that is during the goodbye year, during that senior year. Figure out how you're going to deal with each other when you're off, not living in the same place, when your child is in college or somewhere else. You need to work on these things in advance, and you need to know as a parent that your child's going to be fine, and that you are too, that there is no need to worry. There were some twists and turns in this book that were totally unexpected to me, some interesting ones. I think that everyone would enjoy it. Similar to a book 7 or 8 years ago about college admissions based from an admissions counselor's point of view, but purely a novel. I think that if you have kids that are in high school, you want to pick this up and you want to read it and you want to see how life may or may not be changing for you as things are coming up. Now, I highly recommend The Goodbye Year and think that y'all should read it.